When you take a look at Hypixel UHC, you notice that there is a massive decline in player count. And the player count nowadays is nothing compared to the hundreds or even thousands of players that used to average back in 2017. So in this video, I'm going to be giving the short summary on why Hypixel UHC is dead in 2023. But before I do hop into the video, these videos take me a while to make. So if you could leave a like and subscribe, that would make my day. Anyway, let's hop into the video. It all started on December 20th, 2014 when Hypixel first released UHC Champions, and like every other UHC server, you mine for your loot, get diamond gear, and then fight all of the other players until you're the last one left. UHC Champions has 3 different game modes, which are solo, teams of 3, and speed UHC. It has various kits, crafting recipes, perks, and much more. But if you look back at around 2016 to 2017, the game mode was averaging around 700 to sometimes even 1,000 players at once. And if you look at the player count now, this is just a small portion of what it used to be. It's even dead to the point where UHC duels are averaging more players than all 3 UHC Champions game modes combined. But why did this happen? The first reason that I believe the game mode died is because of the forced migration that was required to play the game. You more than likely already know what the migration was, but for the people that don't, everyone that had a Mojang account was forced to migrate to a Microsoft account beginning on March 10th of last year in order to continue to play the game. But how does this relate to Hypixel? Shortly after migration started, Hypixel required players to migrate their accounts in order to continue playing UHC. Now you might think this is not a big deal at first. You could just migrate your account to Microsoft, right? Well, it wasn't this easy for some players. As an example, some players have been playing on non-full access accounts or even semi-full access accounts and weren't able to migrate because of that. And some players on full access accounts just didn't want to go through the troubles of migrating just to keep playing this one particular game mode. This was, however, good in terms of reducing the amount of hackers due to them not being able to play because they couldn't migrate their non-full access accounts. But this also included normal players, which made a majority of them quit UHC, which started the ultimate decline in player count. The next reason of Hypixel UHC's downfall was the insane amount of B-hoppers you'd get placed with. Although this migration might have caused a bit of decrease in hackers, they were obviously going to find ways around this, like simply just buying a new migrated account. And on top of the forced migration, still finding hackers in your games was the icing on the cake. To this day, you can't get into a normal game of UHC without one blatant cheater. And it's even gotten to the point where hackers would buy ranks just to do the /nick command and have a less chance of getting banned. This caused another majority of players to end up quitting, and is arguably the main reason that players quit the game. Another small but arguable reason for the loss of players in UHC is that players are teaming with their friends, but in solo games. Like 90% of the other game modes on Hypixel, cross-teaming is not allowed. But this doesn't stop players from doing it in solo UHC games. I think the reason for this is that in the actual teams mode, there aren't as many players as there is in solos, so they just team in solos instead. And the last and final reason that led to Hypixel UHC's downfall was the lack of content being created on it. A large majority of players brought to each game mode relies on not only what the game mode actually is, but also the content being made on it. And with the large amount of cheaters playing UHC, this has demotivated many of the Hypixel UHC creators, inspiring them to quit making content on the game mode. A few examples of this would be Wisp, Fruitberries, or even KZ. And although some YouTubers are still uploading it to this day, this is nothing compared to all of the other YouTubers that used to grind content on this game mode. And as of now, UHC is at its all-time low. But as always, let me know what you think, and let me know if I missed anything in this video. And with all of that out of the way, have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.